Welcome to another edition of the Brash. Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. The rumors, the news, the headlines always comes down to a trickle. Is always slow. Is always a turtle speed after WrestleMania. And then shortly thereafter, the news, the rumors, the headlines, the gossip, the speculation continues to pick up. In due time. It could pick up tomorrow. It could pick up in a couple of days. It could pick up next week. But in that time, Sean's View Entertainment has been able to sit back. I've been able to think. I've been able to rethink. I've been able to strategize. I've been able to come up with ideas, concepts. I've been able to, just concoct all these different things together. And Sean's View Entertainment is going to be booking Monday Night Raw for the subscribers, with the subscribers, as it was highly requested. So, ladies and gentlemen, at 8 o'clock to 8:12, and remember, you have to counter in commercial breaks, promotion, replays, the whole 9 yards. Kevin Owens comes down to talk about how he's sick and tired of seeing and hearing Sami Zayn. Last week, he took Sami Zayn out. Last week, he put Sami Zayn through a table. He took Sami Zayn's opportunity to become number one contender to Roman Reigns' WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He says, but next time that he meets Sami Zayn, next time he sees Sami Zayn, not only will he drive Sami Zayn through a table again, but he will drive Sami Zayn right out of the WWE. Then all of a sudden, as Kevin Owens says that, we hear Sami Zayn's song. 30 seconds of it. 30 seconds. But there's no Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens is looking around. Doesn't know what's happening. Doesn't know what's going on. Then all of a sudden, from the crowd, through the crowd, out comes Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going at it. Fisticuffs. Punches are flying. Bodies are everywhere around the ring because now you have officials. Now you have referees. And it's just a huge brawl to kick off Monday Night Raw between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The crowd going insane for Sami Zayn. And ladies and gentlemen, that made a little sense there. That kind of rhymed. Then, ladies and gentlemen, from 8:14 to 8:17. So that segment ended at 8:12, remember. So that's how we kicked off Raw with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Set the tone for the rest of the night. So from 8:14 to 8:17, we have Roman Reigns in a backstage segment, an interview. And Roman says that in a cocky manner, because, Roman Reigns is changing. He's evolving. He's showing who really truly is the man. Roman says in a cocky and confident way that AJ Styles may be phenomenal, but he's no champion, and he sure as hell is not defeating him, Roman Reigns. He's not defeating Roman Reigns for the WWE title. And AJ Styles is not bad. And AJ Styles is not a bad guy. He's not a good guy. Well, I'm Roman Reigns. And I'm the guy around here. And as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm in control, as long as I'm the WWE champion, I will forever be the guy. I will be the face of the company. And AJ Styles will be nothing more than a footnote at the end of the day. Roman Reigns snaps his fingers and says he can spear AJ Styles just like that. And that AJ Styles can believe that. So that ends from 8:15 to 8:17. Then, ladies and gentlemen, 8:20, we have AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. Now, it's supposed to be Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles until Dolph Ziggler runs out and attacks Corbin during his entrance. He didn't even make it to the ring yet. So while this is going on, AJ Styles, his attention is towards the ramp. He's looking towards the entranceway as this brawl is going on between Ziggler and Corbin. So AJ Styles is looking. He's at the ring. He's looking towards the entrance ramp. All of a sudden, Roman Reigns is behind AJ Styles. Roman Reigns is setting up AJ Styles for a spear. Now, remember what Roman Reigns said earlier. He can spear AJ just like that. And as AJ turned around, he looked a little frightened. He looked a little scared. He looked a little taken back because he realized at that moment in time that Roman Reigns could have speared the hell out of AJ Styles right then and there. He could have ended AJ Styles, but Roman Reigns didn't do it there. But he's getting the mind. He's playing mind games. He's playing tricks. And Roman Reigns goes up to AJ Styles and says, just like that. Just like that, I can hit a spear on you. But as Roman Reigns is going outside the ring, through the ropes, AJ Styles steals the WWE title. he just takes the title from Roman Reigns' hands as to say, I can take the title just like that. So that sets the tone between AJ Styles and Roman Reigns. The mind games, the tricks, the snatching, the grabbing, the taking you out just like that, sets a tone between Roman Reigns and AJ Styles. And Roman Reigns did not look none too pleased when he took the title, and then AJ just kind of handed the title back in a cocky manner. And in from there, we have Cesaro versus Apollo Crews, who, as we all know, made his dominating debut last week, as well as Cesaro returned. So who was going to continue their momentum? Well, after a hard-hitting physical seesaw back and forth match, Cesaro takes Apollo Crews to the limit. Cesaro gets the victory, but Apollo Crews definitely tested Cesaro, and Cesaro knew he was in for a hell of a fight on Monday Night Raw, but Cesaro gets the victory out of nowhere with all things a small package. So, ladies and gentlemen, out of there, we got at 9 p.m., 9 o'clock, Dean Ambrose, who comes out to the ring. He's on the mic. But before Dean Ambrose can speak, before he can even talk, Chris Jericho comes out and he interrupts him. And he says that nobody wants to listen to Dean Ambrose. Nobody, much less, wants to listen to a lunatic. They'd rather listen to the highlight of the night, the best in the world at what he does. Chris Jericho then rubs it in Ambrose's face that he won at WrestleMania and Ambrose lost. And Ambrose is nothing more than a loser and will always be a failure. Jericho says that Ambrose is not in his league. And then Ambrose drops the mic, rips his jacket off and says, "Come to the ring and see how much of a loser I am." And he comes to the ring and says, "Just how intense I can be in this ring, Jericho." So then as Dean Ambrose is doing this, Jericho turns his back, he laughs, and he just kind of shrugs off Dean Ambrose like he's a nothing, like he's a nobody, like he's just an afterthought. So Chris Jericho totally disrespecting Dean Ambrose in this segment, and I'm going off this because this is the next feud that's supposed to happen. So this is starting that. And remember, we're about 3-4 weeks away from the next pay-per-view, so you got to slowly go into things and slowly build things up here. Up next, we have Braun Strowman versus Sheamus. After yet what was another physical match, Strowman gets the victory at a submission at 9:35. Then from 9:20 to 9:35, the League of Nations, Rusev and Del Rio attack Strowman when the lights go out. And then Rusev, Del Rio, and Sheamus are all laid out via the Wyatt family from 9:37 to 9:40. Then in from there, it's Eric Rowan and Bray Wyatt versus Rusev and Del Rio. Del Rio picks up the win by putting the feet on the ropes for extra advantage for leverage with a pin on Rowan at 10:05. From 10:08 to 10:15 to Natalya versus Eva Marie. Charlotte is on commentary and Natalya wins as Charlotte stands outside the ring and holds up her Divas Championship. At 10:20 to 10:28, Ryback defeats Kalisto and becomes the new United States Champion. But ladies and gentlemen, the win wasn't good enough for Ryback. Raising the championship in the air wasn't good enough. He had to continue the onslaught. He had to dish out more punishment. He had to put more pain and domination on Kalisto. So what happens? The referee switches the decision and awards the match to Kalisto. So Ryback is no longer the United States Champion because he couldn't leave well enough alone. So then what happens is a couple of referees come out. They try to calm Ryback down. They try to stop him. Instead, they got two shell shocks and Kalisto was laid out. Ryback stands in the middle of the ring. At 10:40 to 10:50, Enzo, remember Enzo and Kaz, they debuted last week. Enzo defeats Devon of the Dudley Boys. Then from 10:50 to 10:55 to 11:15, John Cena returns and cuts an epic return hype promo. And then Randy Orton returns, but we all think he's going to attack Cena. We all think Cena and Orton are going to have a go at it, but instead Orton extends his hand and says, if we partnered up, if we joined forces, if we were on the same page, we would be unbeatable. We would be unstoppable. It would be unthinkable for anybody to beat us. And then all of a sudden, the Bullet Club, the Balor Club, whoever you want to call it, however what name you want to go by, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, Finn Balor, they all come out and we have a huge brawl and they attack Orton and Cena, and the Balor Club, the Bullet Club, whichever you want to go by, with Finn Balor, stands tall over Orton and Cena as we go off the air. This is how I would book Monday Night Raw. Your comments, your opinion, share and subscribe for more Sean's Rent Books Monday Night Raw.